So bored. What should I play today? I don't know. Ugh. Cheap tat. How gauche. Has been. Never was. Wait. What's this? What's this? Finally, a real game system.
Retro Rob plays everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet the FC Super Games Family Pocket Digital Game System. Whew, mouthful. Wow, is this a weird looking beast, huh? It looks a lot like the old Famicom. However, it is a handheld gaming system that should have a whole lot of games on it. FC 638 in 1 Super Games. Built-in 508 FCC3 Super Class game and 130 in 1 Super Game. So total is 638 games. Gotcha. Got it. TV out function for use with play on TV. Yay, I like that. 3.0 color digital crystal screen. I read it backwards, don't tell anyone. With powerful rechargeable battery pack. Yay, I do like that. Or you can use AAA's. Thank you. Compact and super value. Yay. 5 plus. 5 plus people can play it? I don't know. I'm guessing that's the age. ROHS compatible. Or compliant. Okay. And it passed quality control, which is pretty funny because this is not a sticker. That's just put on the box. By the way, the box does look really nice, doesn't it? Give them an A for presentation, will ya? All right, looking on here, we've got A key. A key as well. Wait a minute. LT key. All right, left trigger and right trigger key Y. I don't know. I'm pretty sure these are all Famicom games. 3.0 inch TFT. Got a reset button. Yeah, it looks like an eye. All right. Power LED, direction pad, USB charger. Yay, I like that. Select key, start key, AV output. Like that too. Got built-in speaker, power switch, blah, blah, blah. There is, of course, turbo keys and volume control. Hopefully that is a slider, and it looks like it is a slider, or at least a knob, which makes me happy. 2 power supply options, plug and play. By the way, this thing cost I think it cost like 23 bucks, and I got the deluxe one that is supposed to have the micro USB controller with it. However, on the side of the box it isn't checked. Comes with a game card, looks a lot like a GBA card. I'm gonna guess, based on history with these, that there isn't actually any games on here. It's actually just a little jumper inside that switches the mode in the game system. Why do they do that? They spend extra money on that, and there's really no use for doing it. But anyway, I guess it feels like more stuff. All right, LCD screen notes. Due to the characteristics of the LCD, there are some dots that do not light up or never turn off. However, please take note that this is not a defect. Yes, it is. At the risk of making my Chinese owners angry, return if you get dead pixels. That is ridiculous in 2018. There should never be dead pixels on a screen or light up pixels. Don't put up with that, even in a $20 device. It's ridiculous. All right, carried standards. What the heck? I don't know. But anyway, if you'll notice on the side here, it says red or brown. I chose the brown one. They look a little bit better to me. Yeah, it says it's got all these things, but it does not say it has a double player pad, which kind of worries me because I did pay for that. Let's get to the unboxing, shall we?
Retro Rob plays everything.
I love how this says made in China. Like, you know, you're gonna be surprised that it was made in China? Really? Everything's made in China. I'd be surprised if something wasn't made in China. In fact, you should just assume it's made in China unless it says otherwise. All right, let's pull this sucker out. There appears to be a tray with goodies in it. Well, there's a lot in here. Well, this is much bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna compare it to some other things in a minute. This is pretty big. I'm gonna tell you right now, the plastics on this are well above average for inexpensive Chinese devices. It's pretty good. I'm especially surprised at the decal application, which is flawless. Thicker than average and really looks pretty darn nice. There's a little bit of a miscut edge here, but the application is perfect. No bubbling, no nothing. The buttons, they're a little bit on the chin side. They're not terrible. They're made of a slightly different plastic from the rest of the device, I think. They feel okay, but they do feel a little bit on the chintzy side. The D-pad feels pretty flat. I'm a little bit worried about it. It does have some pickup on the edges that might save it, but it might not. It's gone both ways in reviews in the past. Start and select buttons are pretty cheap, not terrible. I was expecting them to be rubberized, so I'm a little bit sad about that. Let's see, we've got your AV out right there. You've got your micro USB. Is that? Yeah, it's micro, isn't it? It's shaped like micro, but anyway, I have to wait, which I can tell you by looking at the plug. Let's look in here. There's gonna be a plug somewhere. There's a cartridge. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's micro. See? I'll be darned. All right. Also comes with this. This scores a few points for me. There's your cartridge. Up at the top, we have 2 shoulder buttons as advertised. Why, I don't know. Here's the on-off switch. It is, wow, woo, loud. There's the volume control. It's reverse of what you'd expect. Okay, so up makes it quieter. Down makes it louder. I kind of like the intro screen though. Look at that. Huh. Yeah, you know what? The on-off's not too bad. All right, so, it did come with the extra controller. All right, so I'm not really gonna get to demonstrate this in this video, but you do have the option for like $3 more of purchasing an extra controller along with it. And you can plug this in right here. Wait, let me show you. And now you can play this 2-player if you hook it up to a TV. Now, come on, that's actually pretty good. Oops, got it upside down. There we go. Plug it in, boom. Plug it into a TV and you've got 2 players. And this D-pad feels hella better than this one. So you're gonna have an unfair advantage with this D-pad, I think. Weird. Did it come with anything else? It came with this nice little felt bag. By nice, I mean pretty darn nasty. It is really, no, it's pretty cheap. It is pretty cheap, but it does fit it in here. It's not, I was gonna say it's super cheap, but it's not super cheap. It feels okay. It's not bad. Next, one manual that tells you what you got in here, which it ignored the double player pad, but at least they gave it to me, so I'm very happy about it. The image below shows the location of output jacks and keys as well as function of each jack and key. Huh. All right, let's read this real quick. That's some pretty proper English there. Thanks for purchasing an RFC Family Pocket Gamer Player. This product is small and family pocket portable. Well, that fell apart quick. It has a lot of superclass FC single and multiplayer games, which will make your spare life colorful. This is a small and easy carrying product, so you can play with it at any time and any place. Before using it, please read the following contents prior to connecting and playing to ensure proper use and care. Okay. Not terrible. Oh, also includes this lanyard. Very nice. So how big is this bad boy? Well, here we have Retro Games' big hit device, and it is pretty much exactly the same size with the same size screen as it. Another comparison, here's a Game Boy Advance. Pretty big, right? Here's a BitBoy. Is that a real BitBoy? Yeah, that's the real BitBoy. I have a hard time telling from the fake unless I really look. Alright, there we go. And there is the size of the Family Pocket. Real quick, I wanted to go over the volume and the video a little bit better. I'm going to crank this up. As you can hear, it can get really loud. It's a bit distorted, but honestly really not too bad, especially for one of these devices. That said, you're usually not going to listen to it at that level. That is really freaking loud. And at about this, it's pretty good. A little bit tinny, but not bad. And let's just give you a little bit of screen time here. Not much. Before we go on to the big screen. As you can see, the controller is working just fine, which I'm kind of surprised about. Ugh. My gameplay isn't that hot. Come on. Come on. Come to me. And he's down. I always do that every time. Every time I play this game, I basically get myself. How'd that miss? Alright, there we go. Screen looks pretty darn nice, and the controls work okay so far.
Retro Rob plays everything.
Alright, here we are on the main menu of the Family Pocket. That's right, an entire family that can fit in your pocket, or else a pocket for the entire family. Not really quite sure what they mean there. It used to be called the Famicom, Family Computer. You probably know this if you're watching this. Alright, anyway, 508 and 1. It is an eclectic mix of original games, and they are marked correctly when they are marked. And hack games, and, you know, like, just like, you know, Mario on the 5th level type of things, like that. But you can play whole games on here, and there's plenty of them. And it's a pretty decent collection. Really interesting is this Contra 24-in-1, which includes a bunch of Contra games along with the original. That was on its own cartridge at one time. In fact, I believe I have that hack cartridge laying around here somewhere. So it's nice to see that. That's actually a good collection and well worth checking out. Let's just stroll through every page of this menu so you've got an idea of everything that's available. And I'm going to try and not talk too much so we don't end up having a whole video of this. Snow Brothers I showed you later. If you keep going, eventually we're going to run into Bubble Bobble, which is in here. Another well worth playing game. Again, you're going to see a lot of names that you recognize and a lot of weird stuff. I'm going to show you Penguin Dreamin' a little bit. We're going to play 5 games off of this and then 5 games off of this cartridge, which I'm just... I'm sad about. This one's a lot of hack and some really messed up stuff. But fortunately, the built-in stuff's pretty good. I can't imagine why you'd ever want to put this in, unlike the others. Notice there's Blaster Master in here. And also, I played a little bit of the Blues Brothers game on here, and that was pretty nice. See, you see Mario 9 and Mario 14, which are just basically the Super Mario Brothers game, but later on in the game in case you want a shortcut. Which isn't a terrible thing to do. I wouldn't count it as a game, though. Chase HQ, see, that's kind of nice. There's my Bubble Bobble, too. I did play a little bit of that, and that was fun. Spy Hunter, I mean, there's some good classics on here. Oh, there's a lot to go. I gotta keep talking. Bump and Jump, unfortunately, the American version of it. Let's go back. There's a lot of misspelling, too. Hello Kitty. That's kind of creepy, isn't it? Space Hunter. Sanrio Carnival. If you hear a little thunk and clunk in the background, sorry about that. My sump pump is running constantly We're in the middle of kind of a flood here in Wisconsin. I'm not in too bad a shape in my area though, but it does run the pump a lot. Xaxes I'm going to show you a little bit later. That's to demonstrate the controller is actually pretty decent. Again, we've got Thexter on here. I'm very happy to see that a lot of these have that in the collection. I like that game a lot. Twin B's another game that I would rather play than most games out there. Just, you know, not complaining about the selection of games that are in here. Penguin and Seal, huh? Whatever. Blocks World. There is Tetris, by the way. Tetris is one of the games that is on this disc, though. I'm now mentioning Tetris constantly. Spy vs. Spy is really nice if you've got that spare controller. If you opt to pop for that extra $3 for the spare controller, you can play great versus games like Spy vs. Spy, which is actually quite a bit of fun. You set traps for each other. It was a favorite of mine on the Commodore 64 back in the day. Load Runner. I'm going to go check this Load Runner too. Yeah, might have picked my 5. Meh. It's Helicopter. Nice. Some more Donkey Kong. Mappy. Love that game too. F1 race. We're going to have to test that. See? There we go. We filled up all our slots for testing. And we're almost to the end. It's Dracule. And there's Contra 121 in 1. Or 12 in 1. Sorry, 12 in 1. Did we see that already? Right at the beginning. Goonies 2. DuckTales. So, pretty good stuff. I wonder if that's Rainbow Island. I will tell you this. This is not Zelda. This I do know. That is absolutely not Zelda. It is mismarked. It's Xanac again. Just so you know, no Zelda on here. Of course, I tested that when I saw it. And there we go. 508 games. Now, let's go look at what's on this cartridge. Alright, it's not really on the cartridge. It's really just a jumper. 130 in 1. We've got Bionic Tank, F-22, F-22, Fighter, Dodie or Dottie Cat. Yeah, I'm not going to read through this whole thing. There's 130 games. And most of them are just basically hacks. Sorry to say. There's World Cup 2000. Trump Tank. IQ Champion. Monster War. Yeah, there we go. There's some Tetris. I think there was another Tetris earlier too. There was I think it was called Russian Tetris. In fact, I know it was called Russian Tetris. And I'll pick 5 games from here, pretty much at random. I've done Deflower before, which sounds way worse than it is. Carrion. Coins Jewelry, huh? Almost there. Sky Destroyer, Space War. Yeah, that'll be one I want to show you. Thin Ice, that might be real. And here's another Tetris. So you Tetris fans, we're full of Tetris. 2 more games, Star Attack and Robot. Alright, let's start playing some. I'm going to go back to the original cartridge though. And, not original cartridge, but I'm going to go back to the original unit and start playing those. And then we'll come back to this one. Alright, so Super Contra. I got asked in the last video why I didn't play Super Contra. And the answer is really because I pretty much play Super Contra in every video and suck at it. It's just getting embarrassing. But he is absolutely correct. The commenter was absolutely correct that this is a really super good test of the controller and how well it responds. And I think you can see here that it does respond really, really well. It isn't like, it's not like Xbox quality. It's not PlayStation quality or Nintendo quality. It isn't that good. It feels a little bit light in the hands. But every press of the button is fully registered. Oh, darn it. And it's working well. I mean, I'm not fighting with this controller. So, you know, even though it's not 100% perfect, in a $20 device or sub $30 device, it's about as good as you can expect for that kind of thing. So, not too bad. And as you can see, Contra runs pretty well. And if you're a fan of Contra, there's a lot of Contra on this device. All right, let's go on to another game before I embarrass myself with my horrible gameplay. Okay, so whenever I see Mighty Final Fight, I'm just going to start playing it now. It's just such an enjoyable game. I really do like it. I'm always glad when I see it in one of these compilations as well. It is just classic, great Nintendo beat 'em up, and it is among the best beat 'em ups of all time in my opinion. Also, as a viewer pointed out, it's ridiculously expensive to buy unless you get the Famicom version. Or buy it on this. You can buy this entire console with all of its games for less than you can buy. A lot less. You can buy 5 of these. Yeah, about 5 of these for what you can buy the US version of Mighty Final Fight. Alone. Not bad. What a deal. Kinda, sorta. Come on. Come on, you. Ooh, got my butt kicked there. Come on. I will say, every once in a while I feel like I'm missing a jump, but I think it did it on the last device too, so it might be a game thing or an emulation thing. Nah, it's working okay. Alright, maybe I'm just lying. Maybe I just suck at this. That is quite possible. Ha! Look at that beat down. You have way too much life bar, sir. You too. You too. And you too. And you. Arrgh! Come on, move it. I say this every time, but I love the way their eyes pop open when you're hitting them. You come here. Yeah. You take your beat down too. Jump. Why am I running to them so I can jump over them? Look at those punches. That's some serious speed. That's a beatdown. Come here. Nope. Not gonna happen. Oh! That hurt. Oh! I'm down. Don't I die at this exact same point every time I do this game? I'm pretty sure I do. You'd think I would improve over time, but I do not. Come here, you big bugger. Yeah. Alright, you need to go down. There. He's down. Now we get this freaky long hair. Ah. Alright. Let's go play another game. Here we have Penguin Dream, which is your basic platformer. It's kind of weird, though. Look at... Here's the thing. Now, this is an attack later on in the game when I hit A. I'm sorry, B. You know, it's reversed. It's a Nintendo after all. There we go. But early in the game, like on that first part of the screen, it just causes you to get injured. I don't know what's up with that. Apparently that was the penguin pit boss over there. So now I just kick the crap out of him. What? Bull crud. And you go down. Look at that big foot. Huge. Shape up. Apparently my shape is up. Really? You die. Get me some apple action. Jeez. I'm playing awful. 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 I'm hitting like everything. You know, some of it is though, look, I'm trying to attack and he just jumps up and like shakes, like no. So there's probably something I'm not getting out of this game. There, see, now he's got his, is it the shape up thing? I don't know. Maybe I become so wimpy I can't even kick anybody? Nope. Maybe. Alright, let's play something else. Alright, Xaxes. Now, I had a problem with this earlier on because the battery on the device got low, and it starts acting funny when the battery's low, just so you know. It gets real herky-jerky. But that said, I actually do think this game runs a little bit off. I think there's some problems with it. Every once in a while, the controls, they'll just get a little bit jerky in parts of it. And then just sometimes it's just a little bit off. One of the things that really does annoy me about this game, though, is that you can't go all the way to the bottom. And that is a big pain in the butt with a game that likes to drive you towards the bottom of the screen. You can't go far enough back to avoid fire. Oh, annoying. Just really annoying. But, you know, it is what it is. I wouldn't buy this system to play this game, I guess is basically what I'm saying. Like I said, it's not super awful or anything, but it is. It's just a little bit off. All right, let's go take a look at Lode Runner. Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing a first, an absolute first in Famiclone history. Watch this. I'm pressing the A button and it's digging right. I'm pressing the B button and it's digging left. That's how it's supposed to be. First time I think I've ever seen it on one of these. I don't even mark off points anymore if they don't have this right because it's so darn common. Well, I'll be darned. Lode Runner played correctly. Give it some points for that. And here we are, the ultimate test. F1 race. For those of you who don't know, in most Famiclones, the controls reverse around the first turn, thus making the game impossible to play. Get out! It actually worked. Come on. Really? Let's see. Going around turn 2. It made it around turn 2. The graphics aren't even blarbed up. Get the heck out! You know what? I'm about willing to forgive it for Xaxes just for this. Heck yeah. Alright. I'll be darned. It works just fine. Well, let's go on to the riffraff. I know what you're wondering. You're wondering, Rob, with absolutely no visible cartridge port, how do you possibly put this cartridge into this game system? Well, it's completely obvious. You just take the entire unit apart, that's all. Here. Wait, look for the arrow. There's the arrow. And then just proceed to rip the thing apart. There we go. Put the cartridge in, upside down, of course, the way it's supposed to be, and then put the back back in place. And now you've changed the cartridge. Yay! Alright, so I was asked to not do so many of the same games in these reviews. So let's try Happy Anger. It was actually a pretty solid request. The idea was that I could show you the same game on each one of these platforms and you could get an idea of how it runs, but I'll keep doing that part too because I know some people requested that. But I understand the want to see some new and different games, so there you go. It's a, I don't know, some kind of demented Teletubby. And some rats, and whatever the heck whatever that is. I think I'm supposed to pick that up. Yeah, there's like some kind of, what is that, a stamp? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know, the controls work fine. What is this, some kind of Super Mario hack? I say the controls work fine just as I go flying off. But really, they're not that bad. That was just me playing badly. Yeah, I think it's some kind of Super Mario hack, maybe. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments down below. Or it might be an original game, I don't know, but that looks like some kind of DuckTales ripoff. I keep pulling short, I don't know, it doesn't feel quite right trying to stick the landings. See how far I flew there? That was a little weird too. There. Okay. Stuck that landing. Yeah, the controls aren't, honestly, they're not terrible. But they're not quite right. They're just a little bit floaty. Look at that. I got a, ooh, I turned into a hurricane. Yeah, I'm gonna rock you like a hurricane. No, I'm not. Yeah, now I am. Woo! Oh, come on. Yay! Speaking of exit, let's try a different game. Well, you can read that one for yourself. Mowgli, huh? Alright. What does this have to do with this guy? Is this flower something? Doesn't this look like an old CGA game? What the? Did you see that? I went like... it went corner ways. This game is wrong on so many fronts. The worst part about this is it's actually slightly better than what I was expecting to play. Oh, I'm really not supposed to go there. Even though the graphics make it look like I should be going down there. Okay. Alright, ridiculous. Let's go play something else. Tiny Toon. Let's go. Another platformer. What a surprise. You know, I don't know. I've played worse than this stuff, but... So, they eventually start jumping. Alright, well, I guess that adds to the difficulty. Am I just gonna stand here or what? Oh, jeez. I can keep jumping. Look at. Wait, no, I can't. Oh, I can jump on those twigs. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is one of those games where they just keep throwing a bunch of junk at you and hoping something sticks. Let's go find a shooter. Enough of this silliness. There's two Space War games in here. Space War and Space War. It smells like a hack. Oh, I've seen this before. Yeah, I remember this. This is a Space Invaders game where, well, not really Space Invaders, more of a Galaga or Galaxian, where your tank is just way too ridiculously large for the game, as you can see, and too ridiculously slow. Yes, I'm ridiculously slow too, but that said, it plays smoothly. There's something good to be said about it. Graphics aren't half bad either. But yeah, the tank just moves way too slow, and I don't know, there's something off. This is one of those things with these games, is when they do a shooter, there's something off about the beat of the game where you never really kind of get into the flow of them. And I don't know what that is, but it's something to do with playtesting and a lack of... Look, I've died like how many times here? Annoying. Just an annoying game. Maybe I just suck. That's quite possible. Alright, no, enough. Meet X Racing. Oops. I can do it, come on! There we go. Yeah, baby. Ooh, graphics are a little bit messed up at the bottom. Then again, this whole game is kind of messed up. It's like bump and jump without the bumping and the jumping. Wait, can I? No! If I hit anybody, I get wiped out and they don't. What? Oh, come on. I love the type of AI where they just basically chase you until they're close to you. Look at that. There we go. Was that a boat out in the water or just a car? Based on the AI, it could go either way. Oh, that messed up. Oh, what was that? There was a pickup in there. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, this is all messed up. Alright, one last game. Christmas is coming, so let's play Stanga Claus. Oh wait, it actually is spelled correctly on the main screen. I think I've run into this game before as well. I think you're supposed to capture... Yeah. I'm not sure what you're not supposed to capture. But, you know, it's kind of... I don't know. And is Santa, like, angry at you? Why is he throwing stuff at you? What am I supposed to catch and what am I not supposed to catch? It's not really clearly... I don't know. Am I missing too much? Look at... And some of this stuff... I don't know. Am I supposed to catch... Oh, look at... The shoes made me faster. So it's kind of like that old Atari game Kaboom, but more pointless. I went to stage 2. Well, that is a Christmas treasure. Alright, let's wrap this up and get a verdict on this. I don't know what's going on here, really. Alright, so what is the final verdict on the Family Pocket? Well, for less than 25 bucks, it's really not too bad, to be honest with you. The controls work pretty good. They're not the best ever. They do have their problems, but I would put it on the upper half of the controllers I've dealt with on these. It actually gets the job done, which does make it a lot better than many. The other big nice thing is, you of course get a second controller with it at the $25 mark. Don't buy the single, buy the double. And you can play with a friend, One note about that, don't have it charging while you have this connected to the screen because it does act up. Or actually, don't play it while it's charging. It does act up a little bit while you're doing that. You can do it, but the games act weird. It has a whole lot of games on it. A couple of them didn't work perfectly, either had flaws or something weird, but some of the ones that really give other Famiclones problems, this one went through perfectly fine. Specifically F1, and for once, Load Runner actually had the controls in the right direction, so that is really good. Built-in screen is pretty high quality. I had no dead pixels or fully lit pixels on it. Really looked, pretty nice. Also, I alluded to this a little bit earlier, but it comes with video out, which doesn't always come on the really cheap ones, and the cable comes with it. Plus, bonus, this cable is really not that cheap. It's actually a halfway decent cable. So, overall, I probably should mention, the cartridge, this is a weird design thing. I know I mentioned it during the video, but, you have to open this up to put the cartridge in. But the good news is, unless you want to play Tetris, there's really no reason to put this extra cartridge in, because most of the games on here are pretty good. So, overall, it pretty much passes everything I threw at it. You really can't ask for much more for much less. So, thumbs up. Speaking of thumbs up, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.